How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. What? 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. You wankers. Yes, yes. Oh, man, I'm so happy. Oh, my God. I can barely think or even... I don't even know. I'm telling you, that was just madness. What title races do to you, what Arsenal do to you. Oh, man. You know what? Over the last few weeks, Arsenal have gave us the most easiest life. We're sitting there, fat cigar in our mouths, chilling after 25 minutes of games. They're all over. There's no heart attacks. It's all great. And then today, they decide they're going to put us through the ringer. They're going to sit there and make us suffer. Oh, my dear Lord. Oh, man. Oh, Kai Havertz with about a minute or so to go. And then it was like... I remember literally leading up to the goal, I was sitting there, I was like, we ain't scoring today. We ain't scoring. We've thrown it away. We've blown it. We've ruined. And how many other people would have been sitting there doing the exact same things? And I was there and I was like, the amount of time wasting that Brentford have done. Their players are rolling around all over the place. And I'm like, there's got to be about 8, 9, 10 minutes or something. And then when we scored, I'm like, oh no. They've been rolling around everywhere. There's not going to be 3 or 4 minutes. It's going to be like 8, 9 or 10 or something. And it was 7. I was like, oh, no. But to be honest, Brentford never threatened, in that injury time period or anything else. But listen, let's try and go to the game itself and everything. And the big talking point, and this was my biggest concern before the game, Aaron Ramsdale. We can all see why now. David Raya is the number one. When he's got the ball at his feet and his distribution and everything else is exceptional. And, when David Raya first come in, I'm not going to lie, I, like a lot of Arsenal fans, sat there and went, nah, what is he doing? There was too many errors and nervousness. And I was like, put Ramsdale back in goal, please. And then all of a sudden, David Raya's now started to play. He's now started to be comfortable. He's now starting to show what he's all about. And you realise the gulfing difference between him and Aaron Ramsdale. And I said it in my preview. It was the one thing I was concerned about, which was Aaron Ramsdale. Opening 10 minutes, he had 2 kicks where he went to put them long. And one went out of play and one went straight through to the Brentford goalkeeper. And instantly I thought to myself, there's the difference. Within the first 5 minutes, we've seen the difference already. Oh, mate. Nearly sent Trossard free with a brilliant throw. Remember, Raya did something very reminiscent against Crystal Palace when he released Jesus, who then cut it back for Trossard. Missed Martinelli today, I think, against low blocks and everything else. And when they push a little further forward, and like that moment there where... Ramsdale throws it out and Martinelli's gone. He's through. He ain't getting caught in the way that Trossard was. But we take the lead. Declan Rice with another goal and everything's looking great and rosy. And I'm thinking, okay, let's get a second and a third. And then right on half time, oh my word. What an absolute calamitous moment from Aaron Ramsdale. And I look at him and I just think to myself, what have you done? What on earth have you done? And now the game's finished, there's a part of me that can look at it and say to myself, you know what, I'm glad we got ourselves out of that. And that's not, the main focus. And we're not all blaming him because you would have had to if we dropped points at the end of the day. But on the flip side of this, and I don't know whether a lot of people will forget about this and kind of get lost in the moment, but Aaron Ramsdale made a couple of saves in the second half. Exceptional saves. The Ivan Toney one, what I will say is that Ramsdale has always been susceptible to being lobbed. You remember the Europa League game when he got lobbed from near the halfway line? And it's, some part of his game that's a weakness. But he managed to get a fingertip on it and pull it wide, and it was a brilliant save. And then there was the header that he saved, which he tipped over. Yes, he should be saving it. It was comfortable, but it was a vital save at a vital moment. So if we're going to criticise him for the mistakes, let's also give him credit for the good parts. You know, because whilst we were pushing and we didn't look really like we were going to get a goal, he was able to, you know, stop us conceding at the other end, which would have just finished the game. Done. You know, a draw would have been a catastrophe, but a defeat would have been just catastrophic. But listen, and I thought that the substitutions as well from Mikel Arteta were massive. Bringing Reece Nelson on. I looked at that initially and I thought, oh no, why is he bringing Reece Nelson on? It don't make sense. And then all of a sudden he came on and Brentford looked stretched and that pace in behind was working. And like I was trying to allude to with Martinelli was something we missed. And so, yeah, that was a brilliant, you know, substitution in that respect. And then I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I saw last season all over again. This is all happening. Why is it always us? And we've got the big opportunity and we're going to throw it away right now. And, you know, Liverpool and Man City will be sitting there rubbing their hands, ready for tomorrow. And the reality is we just can't afford to drop any points now. And yeah, listen, to get that goal, nice little interplay. Odegaard, who I thought had a quiet game, to be fair, done a lot of good things, but not to the level that we've seen over recent weeks. But that's the standard he's set now, that when it's just below the bar, it's so noticeable. Do you get what I mean? But the ball to Ben White, and there was moments before this cross where Ben White went to take a cross and he skewed it out. And I was fuming. I'm there like, oh my life. But the one time we needed a delivery, and that was a delivery on the money. And then Kai Havertz, bosh, thank you very much. What a header. I actually thought the keeper saved it at first, but it went in. I'm going absolutely nuts. And it's like, and then you look at players as well and you see them kind of looking, you're thinking, has something happened? Is there VAR? Is there a check? Is there, you know, and talking of VAR, I think we should have had a penalty, at least one penalty. The one right after we'd scored where Gabriel, they've sat there for a good 3 minutes or so watching this pool. Everyone can see the pool. You may as well have been swapping shirts. Jesus Christ. And then they're like, now carry on. It's like, what? What have you sat there for 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes for? To then go, yeah, I've seen loads of shirt pulling, but nah, not enough. Yeah, even though I've watched it 20 times. What? Seriously, go away. Go away. But it hasn't affected us. It hasn't affected the game. It hasn't, you know, been something that's, you know, ruined everything, shall we say. We've got the win. And that's the most important thing. At the end of the day, I'm not naive enough to know that we're not going to go and annihilate teams 5 and 6 every single week. We're going to have games like this. And these are the kind of games that you look back on if you do win titles and go, that's a big game. That's a turning point. We win the league this year. We'll look back at a game like tonight. We'll pinpoint this one. Look at Kai Havertz. Talk about £60 million and be like, what a bargain. The man scoring goals. He's crucial right now. Crucial right now. And he's keeping Gabriel Jesus out of the side. Like, listen, he's doing what he needs to do. And that is big. And it sets us up nicely for Tuesday, Champions League second leg. Again, it's going to be a game I think that we may have to be patient in because Porto are going to come there. They've got a lead. They're going to be dogged and, you know, try and be defensive and whatnot. And we have to be patient. We get an early goal, it opens the floodgates, in my opinion, and then we can go and score more goals. And David Raya is going to be back. So, listen, I can't say much more. I'm buzzing. I'm so happy we got that win. We're top of the league. We are top of the league. Oh, can they end the season now, please? Oh, and now we can sit back, relax, and watch Villa Spurs tomorrow, and then watch Liverpool Man City tomorrow, knowing full well we've taken care of business our end. We ain't got a Premier League game now for 19 days, is it? No, 22 days. After Tuesday, it's 19 days. But yeah, we ain't got a Premier League game for 22 days, which ironically is the small matter of Man City at the Etihad. So yeah, plenty of time. Maybe we can go back on our holiday to Dubai and whatnot. I know there's an international break, but the ones that ain't, maybe go on holiday to Dubai and get some sun and come back just as you have from this last one. But yeah, listen, here's what it is. I'm buzzing. We're top of the league. It's 3 points. It's that simple. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.